Hola, 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 hola. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexa Gabrielle, and if you are tuning in for the very first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, shawty. Okay, but yes, today I am going to be talking about being broken and how it's okay to be broken. We've all been there. Some of us are still currently in that season of brokenness and just saying, okay, God, what's next? I'm over this. I'm tired of this. I've been doing this for too long, and I have this mask on that I'm okay, but I'm not okay. And shout out to Unmask, founded by Lindsay Flanagan. Yeah, check her out. Check out Unmask on Instagram if you are looking for some real raw women to just surround yourself with. And yes, shameless plug. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to be talking about being broken and how it's okay to go through that. So I just came from a season and still am going through it where I am figuring out, okay, God, why have I been going through so much over the past few months? Like, why, when I decided to really try to pursue this thing, this vision that you have given me, why do I feel like I'm just crumbling into a million pieces and I'm not making any progress? Or the progress that I've made, I feel like I'm just so stagnant to the point where I'm just like, okay, am I completely failing? Like, maybe I'm not qualified to do this. Maybe I'm not qualified to be the person that you have called me to be, because I just feel broke down. And I'm supposed to be a Christian. I'm supposed to have it all together. And I'm supposed to have this faith. And I don't have it right now. I don't see that. And maybe I'm not the Christian woman who I thought I was, because I'm not trusting you in this moment. And I watched a sermon by Pastor Stephen Furtick from Elevation Church. I cannot remember which one it was for the life of me. But he talked about having faith. And he said faith is the opposite of certainty. So if you have certainty in an area, where will faith stand? You know, you don't have to have faith if you're always certain about everything. You don't have to have faith if you always have everything together. So why would you need it? And faith comes through knowing God. So if you don't have that faith, then you don't have to know God. And if you don't know God, you don't even know how to deal with being broken or having the faith to come out of that season. So God just showed me that it's okay, Lex. It's okay to go through this season of not knowing. It's okay to go through this season of being broken down. It's okay to go through this time of really just bringing everything forward and bringing everything to the surface that I've been dealing with for so long, or that others have dealt with for so long, or that you have dealt with for so long, and really truly dealing with these things, really truly taking them and facing them head on and saying, okay, I got this. Like, God has me in a place where, yeah, this is a season of me breaking down walls, me breaking down barriers that I've held up so long, that have held me captive, that have torn me apart, that have made me so angry and bitter and feeling rejected on the inside that I don't even know how to move forward. And you're not an outcast. If you have those feelings, if you just don't know what to do not feel like you are a failure. Do not feel like you are failing in this walk with Christ. Because when you are broken, when you don't know what to do, that is when he is the most powerful, because then it becomes none of you and all of him. Most of the time when we feel like we're full of strength and when we feel like we have it all together, we start to do things in our own ways. We start to use our own strength. We start to use our own mindset. We start to use our own ways because we feel like we're so strong and that we have it all together, that we don't need God. But when he gets us down to that broken level, to where we really just say, okay, listen, I give up. Like, I'm done. I throw my hands up. I don't have this to do no more. I don't want to be that broken person. That's when he steps in and he says, okay, I got you. One of my favorite verses, yeah, I got my Bible here. Hey girl. Why did I just refer to my Bible as a hey girl? Y'all know I'm strange. One of my favorite verses, well, okay, we'll say favorite books of the Bible, because there's, you know, a series that I love, is the area that Paul writes in. Paul just breaks down this New Testament, y'all, Paul just really likes to go in on people, and I tell people that is my secret best friend. He just don't know it, but when I meet him in heaven, we dapping it up real strong because he gets my life together in every aspect, in every way. He touches from being single. He touches to being weak. He touches the area of loneliness. He hits it all. So yeah, in 2 Corinthians chapter 12, he talks about how, you know, God gives you strength through your weakness. And in 2 Corinthians verses 7 through 10, it says, because of the extravagance of those revelations, and so I wouldn't get a big head, I was given the gift of a handicap to keep me in constant touch with my limitations. Satan's angel did his best to get me down. What he in fact did was push me to my knees. No danger then of walking around high and mighty. At first I didn't think of it as a gift and begged God to remove it. 3 times I did that. And then he told me, my grace is sufficient. It's all you need. My strength comes into its own in your own weakness. Once I heard that, I was glad to let it happen. I quit focusing on the handicap and began appreciating the gift. It was a case of Christ's strength moving in on my weaknesses. Now I take my limitations in stride and with good cheer. These limitations that cut me down to size, abuse, accidents, oppositions, bad breaks, I just let Christ take over, and so the weaker I get, the stronger I become. That gives me so much joy. That gives me so much hope in knowing that every season I go through of brokenness, every season I go through of feeling empty, it's God saying, listen, I'm here for you. I got you. You might be going through this brokenness right now, but when you come out on the other side of this, child, the things I'm going to do with you and through you. So do not despise your broken season. Don't despise your lonely season. Don't despise your season of, God, I don't know what to do next. Sometimes the best thing to do is just be still and tell God, I don't know. I don't know what to do. And let your hands off the steering wheel and let him drive and let him get you to a place of wholeness. Let him get you to a place where you can tell others, hey, that was me too. I was just in that season. I just went through that, but look at me now. I can be a living testimony to that, where I just was in that season where I was like, I'm not cut out for this. I can't do this. I got too much crap going on. I cannot be this person that you have called me to be. I am not qualified. I'm too broken. I am too jacked up. But God says that is exactly what makes you qualified, because you are broken, because you are jacked up. And now I can come in and make you brand new. God gave me a vision a few months ago of like a pottery jar, like a vase that you put flowers in. And it was wound together with rubber bands. It was broken in the middle, but it's like the owner just put rubber bands around it and just let it be there, and was putting flowers in it and everything, but you can still see the crack down the middle and you can see the rubber bands, and it was like, this isn't fixed. And then God showed me the vision of him super gluing, like it was hands and they were super gluing the pot back together and sticking it back together, and you didn't see a crack, you didn't see a line, you seen the flowers in it, and it was beautiful. And that's what God wants to do with a lot of us, is to take the rubber bands off of the broken pot and really give us a healing that is like super glue, that's strong, that you can't see that glue, but it is strong and sturdy and looks even better now than it did when he first created it. And I just urge you to let him do that in you. If you gotta cry it out, if you gotta weep it out, if you have to just completely shut down from everybody and be in this season where it's just you and God, and you're really finding out who you are and what is the purpose of this brokenness, and maybe why you've been holding on to it for so long and why you can't let it go. Be blessed, stay strong, and please do not feel like the outcast, because I'm right here with you. I've been going through it too, and I can tell you that the blessing on the other side, and maybe it won't come like this, and maybe it won't come tomorrow, maybe it won't come next month, maybe it won't come until next year, but he has you, and there's a purpose in your pain, there's a purpose in your brokenness. So please stay strong. I love you. If you need anything, feel free to email me at alexagabrielle@virtuousbeautyxo.com. You can reach out to me on Instagram as VirtuousbeautyXO. You can find me on my website, VirtuousbeautyXO.com. Okay? Be blessed. Stay strong. I love you guys. Bye.